there's a lot of cards stacked against MFF right now to win this fight.
That spell steal is still going to be going for another at least 40 seconds, I think. That's duration for I think it's going to be another 40
I think
seconds.
it's even more, right? On level 2, it's a 4-minute steal.
Yeah.
Looks like there's a third left on the icon, roughly.
Yeah.
So that's a minute 20.
Yeah.
80 seconds they can wait taking this fight with RP. That's easily a lane of Rax. So.
I mean, besides not having Skewer, he pretty much is a man. He's a 4-staff and a blank dagger, so he's all the mobility he really needs. I mentioned the cast point, which is pretty nice to have as well. So RP definitely could work for both sides, but I mean, Arise really, like you said, he kind of needs a miracle RP for this game to go back in their favor, or at least just for them to defend, not even for them to get back in their favor. They're so far behind right now. If you look at the net worth graph real quick, 15,000, almost 20,000 net worth at advantage for Alliance. Experience-wise, it is only 5,000, but that's not really what they care about. It's that other number, that 15k gold lead, that is really detrimental for Monkey Fighters. Thing hasn't really been a factor in this game either. He just doesn't have the fort, or he just hasn't advantage for Alliance. Experience-wise, it is only 5,000, but that's not really what they care
and
about.
that is Paris has to blank call 2 heroes, because you see the problem with their lineup is what they really want to happen is that the enemy team
hasn't really been a
so you
factor
get a really good call on a good RP or vice versa,
or
but it's also their initiate, so one of them has to start. Like, Bane walking in and getting grip off is, like, actually impossible. If he starts it, he's going to get cancelled immediately, so they have to start it with Axe and try to bait Alliance to fight back into them, and that could set up a big RP into Omnislash.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no play. So that's one of the weaknesses in their draft, right? We were talking about how the lineup is really good for, it has an incredible wombo combo in theory, but the problem is they don't have anyone to set the pace. They don't have like a clockwork to open so that the combo can follow through, whereas Alliance, they can open with Blink Lift, and they can just force away. They can open with Blink Clap Split. They can open with a Blink Vacuum from Darkseer, and neither of those are really big commitments. I guess the Brewmaster's one is, but the 2 others you could just do, and then if you don't get a good opening, you're just like, whatever. Okay, here we go. That's more hard commitment.
Actually gets forced back. They do split a little bit early, but they're just, again, going to try to corral them into the well, while Loda just goes to work on his Tier 3 tower. It's exactly what they want again. There's no buyback on the side of MFF, it looks like. There's absolutely nothing they can do if any single one of these heroes, besides maybe a support, dies. The game's going to be over. Vacuum wall! No wall! It doesn't get off. Admiral Bulldog doesn't use it. RP's going to go on to 2, S4 and Loda. LSA connects as well. There's an Omnislash going through all of these heroes. 3 dead on Alliance's side. Loda about to fall. Does his age is still there? It is. Loda's going to have to just hightail it out of there. The Shockwave's going to go. They have call ready to go as well. This is going to be a 5-man wipe. Loda's going to go down here if they get the call off in time. The LSA starts first, and they get the kill as well with a chop. The double kill from Paris. Beautifully timed. How did that happen?
I don't know. It was...
12 minutes? Oh god, Meander. And the denied tower. Still, he's okay. Storm found the Legion at middle lane. They got that rotation once again, and Crit has hit level 6. I don't think they got a track there. No, he hit level 6 after the kill.
Yeah, I think he just hit it. That would have been really bad what they did at top just now if Seal Kid was level 6. Because that curse might have actually wiped both of them if they just kill the AM first. Tuskar really has no escape after he snowballs in like that. But, of course, Seal Kid's a way off, probably about a creep wave and change. So things are still going very well for them. Again, if you just look at the net worth chart, like Big Daddy No Kill is 2k ahead of NIP's highest, which is Gyrocopter on Era. And on Gyro, you never want to be behind on net worth, especially in the early game.
Now with the Kotal pick, very often we've seen people sit in the jungle for quite some time. I think the most recent rebirth of Keeper of the Light as a hero was AUI at the Summit, where he had, what, a 12-minute Aghanims or something like that, just farming the jungle?
He had like 10, 11, yeah. He was just stacking for himself, farming away, because he knew... I actually still remember that game. No-Tail was playing Chen. That was a really, really unfortunate game. And if you revise it, like, what happened is the Chen was stacking the woods just like the Kotal on the other team. And the Chen didn't get a Wildkin for forever, I think. And they were unable to clear their stack because of it, because they stacked like 4 times on both big camps, and AM actually just died, so I completely missed that. But yeah, he died in the woods. But they were stacking the woods and they couldn't clear their stacks, so they couldn't invade the enemy jungle. That's why I got the free farm that he did.
Okay. This game, Era jumped on. Big Daddy zips himself away though with the TPs coming in. They've got Static Storm if they can find the... Oh no. Glimpse is still on cooldown. So I guess they used that for the anti-mage just previously.
Yeah. No, normally these kind of rotations in Storm, when you jump in with like half your mana pool and then you have to zip out right away, it kind of hurts the Storm's movements, but usually it's remedied by either getting the bottle refilled by a nice rune, which you did with the Invis, or you have a Keeper of the Light on your team that just trappers you after. He has both of it this game.
Such a great skill. But what do you think about Keeper of the Light not necessarily getting a lot of farm? Because Aghanim's 4 staff, they're both great utility items to have on this Keeper.
Yeah, it does change the hero, how it's played completely. It's so good to have those 2 items on the hero, and especially levels 2, because you really want a high level mana leak, so you can just spam it at 10 seconds cooldown. But I'm gonna have to hold that thought. Bottom tower is about to get siege. No, the Storm Spirit's going elsewhere, so looks like they just want to keep the lane pushed in for vision. And with the bounty hunter walking around, they'll have plenty of that.
Yeah, I wonder if his lack of actual creep blast hits will be remedied by the track, and if that's what they're looking at here. If they can keep him within range of the track, they just get that gold flow coming in anyway. He's saved up 1,000 gold, and if they can get themselves a few more kills, then that should be okay for them. Now Limp, 1,300 gold, on top of Treads and Bottle. Does he still go back for Drums or Aquila here? Because he has gone for the Treads, not the Phase Boots. Or do you just go into Battle Fury?
It's very tough for them. They're under track now on Era, and they could be dove any moment. It looks like, yeah, Storm wants to go. He's gonna go.
Remnant for vision? Oh, they've got the sigil for vision even. So they see Era with the track already up in the curse. Big Daddy dropping low, taken out. Limp TP's in as well. The Remnant back and forth onto Moon Meander, but the Siri chains do come in time. Snowball. Where's it going to take him? Back onto the tower. Era's the one that's targeted up, but he's going to get the punch, but not before the duel will hold him in place. Meanwhile on the side, Static Storm plus the field. Who was that onto?
Yeah, Big Daddy actually played that with big balls, I have to say. I don't know, he literally just walked in. What he wanted to do was, because he had an overload charge, right? So he wanted to get rid of that and then start zipping around for extra efficiency. But again, the Wyvern's Curse was just ready. He was in position to cast it and just popped him. Rocket Barrage, call down, power hits. Even a point booster Storm cannot withstand all this damage early on, and he fell.
A couple of big ultis there thrown out. You've got your team fight ultis from the Wyvern and the Disruptor all gone, but now they get to farm their stacks. Ninjas in Pajamas are way back in here maybe. And Limp is going straight for Battle Fury. Claymore's actually built up, and Jonas, oh man, that's big. 300 gold away from his Blink Attacker.
Yeah, he really needs it. He's like the X Factor for this team now, because his lane was the only one that wasn't severely crutched, and he was actually able to move around, get some of these kills. Like, he has 30 dual damage, which is actually pretty good for a competitive. He's going to be the one that's going around being the primary hunter for this anti-mage, who now has a Battle Fury at 1440, so it's a pretty decent timing. But again, regardless of when the Battle Fury comes out, the game has to change, and it most certainly does most of the time, depending on the player. Because of the creep skips, the ability to farm the woods at exponential speeds, etc.
Well, the big old 5-man push down middle lane. Guys, let's group up, let's go and fight! We've got a level 10 Gyrocopter, we've got the cooldown, and Jonas. Blink is 100 away, they really need that before they can catch Miracle here. Unless they get the Clip Static Storm, which they've got. Big Daddy zips forward to try and stop them, but Miracle's still caught with a duel as well. Jonas gets himself up to 40 damage. And then buys his Blink.
Okay, that was kind of awkward. Did you see like the smoke coming out of NIP? Because they were literally just hitting the tower, and I think they just started walking in the woods. Miracle was just sitting there farming.
They've got Era.
They're all dead now, I guess.
The trade-off is there, and Illuminate, flying across, there's the Winter's Curse, and comes back. Moon had to focus down by the Big Daddy Storm. But yeah, they literally walked up, attacked tower, then Disruptor walked up high ground, the rest of the team followed him through.
Straight into the woods, right? He just walked into the AM and said, hey, AM's here, guys, let's go.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He wanted that last creep. It really was that situation where there was one creep left. He wanted to kill it before blinking away, but